Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where it appears that we only have a small bit of water here. What little is left of the river surrounded, and we are quite far from the sea. Yet, this is where we must go because today we must head into Moria. And if there were a way to bypass this, maybe I would consider it, considering it has no associations with a flowing river or with the sea, though I suppose we do have the waterworks. Yet what it does have association with are legendary items, and that very much goes into the makeup of your character class, and if it goes into makeup your character class, we of course need to explore it for a mariner. Right, Rothwald?
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
What brings you to this place, traveler? I need a legendary item. That's what brings me here. An expedition of my folk has come to Holeen to seek our kinsman Balin within the vastness of Khazad-dûm. But I deem this has naught to do with your affairs. Still, our lords, Bosi and Broger, have recommended that we accept whatever help is offered to us in this matter. Did they mean outsiders, I wonder? Especially ones who are wanted to travel on water? If you truly wish to aid the dwarves in reclaiming the halls of our fathers, speak with Tolk on the other side of this archway. We have not heard from Balin for many years, and we may find the great halls of Khazad-dûm empty or full of danger. Ooh. Well then, at the very least, it might be a shortcut to get to the other side and visit home, right? How many people are running this expedition right now that they require multiple layers for it? This is pretty old content, right? What do you say about that, Tolk?
Khazad-dûm has long been lost to us, but we will reclaim it.
Welcome to Holeen, Pinesea. We have followed our lords Bosi and Broger here with the purpose of reclaiming the mines of Moria, lost to us for too many long years. If you're willing to aid us in this venture, we will be grateful for as long as the mountains stand above the halls of our fathers. Know this, though. Khazad-dûm was long ago taken from the dwarves by violence and slaughter, and has remained devoid of our kind throughout the long years. Balin led an earlier expedition to reclaim the great city, but there has been no word from him for many a year. We do not know what we may find within the mines of Moria. Well,
The spies of our enemies are everywhere.
we have not been here long before it became clear that some power was keeping a watchful gaze on Holeen. Filthy Kreban have appeared in great numbers, spying on our efforts and troubling the workers. I don't know what the purpose news of our efforts have been put, but their presence has made Bosi uneasy, and that is enough for me. To the south, you will see where the Saranan once flowed, and it has dried up in the stream bed and is now empty. Yes, I noticed that. Walk along its banks, defeating any of the spying Kreban you see there, and bring me the talons. We can put those vile bird claws to various uses. More importantly, though, you will be hindering whatever fell plan the master of these spies may be brewing for my kinsman. Cribine. In other words, Saruman. Sharky. Maybe that's why I'm here. I've been around working on foiling plans of Sharky, right? Now, here's one of them right over here. Yeah, that looks like a Sharky bird to me. So let's deal with that. Maybe my other plans, perhaps I could find a way to get the water flowing in the Saranan again. Because it's certainly not at its best at the moment. Not a very healthy river. There you go. I think that's enough for talk. Here are the feet you ordered.
Thank you for this, my friend.
Thank you not only for the talons, but for defeating agents of whatever power believes that the dwarves have no business here in Holeen or Echazadu.
The dwarves will prevail.
I've written a report for you to bring to Bosi. Show him this document and he will determine how best to utilize your assistance. You will find Bosi near some of the wagons beyond the rocky outcropping. Okie dokie, let's go and speak with Bosi the dwarf. I would think that there are a large number of dwarves in this area, so I don't think that really sets Bosi apart from anyone else. I mean, maybe Bosi the leader of the expedition, or Bosi the boss, or Bosi the thoughtful, or Bosi, something that tells us something more about Bosi than him just being another dwarf in this expedition. Ah, we have arrived.
Thank you for this report, and welcome to Holeen.
Our work here has been going more slowly than we expected. My cousin Broker and I determined to seek Baleen within Moria some months ago, but it took many weeks to assemble an expedition of dwarves willing to accompany us. We chose a roundabout way over the mountains, so as to speak with Lord Glowing, a close friend of our father's, Ahazadum. His words were grim. I don't think that he believes that our expedition will succeed. It has been too long without word, he said to us, for Baleen, son of Fundine, to live still within the mines. I'm beginning to perceive the likelihood of his warning, Pine-Sea. Legendary item experience, which I don't think I could gain until I finish this, right? That does sound like the weirdest reward that you could possibly have for this quest, since this is in the chain to unlock legendary items.
The Holeen Gate is blocked with rubble, and my dwarves work to clear it.
Yes, because it says here, no reward tracks except the type of experience granted by this item. Yes. Why give experience that you can't use? Oh well. Soon enough, though, I'll be able to use it. When we arrived at the Holeen Gate some days ago, we found the doors of Deering sealed by rubble and debris. Our road seems poorly chosen now. I wonder if the Dimril Gate on the eastern side of the mountain pass is open. Dwarves of our expedition have been working to unearth the gate, and it's been lean and hungry work. Bring them these lunches so that they may harbor strength in their labors ahead. Travel north up the slope between the rocky rats and find the workers who are rest. Yes, okay, fine. Let us go and deliver lunches. Yes, that is a grand, epic quest to be sent upon. Well, I suppose you still need to ingratiate yourself with the dwarves a little bit. Of course, I know. They say, oh, a hobbit. Perfect person to be their provisioner. I should have known that.
4 of my best dwarves have gone missing.
Alright, we'll worry about that later. Right now I need to
May Durian
deliver
return
lunch.
soon to his halls.
Thank you for this. I was afraid that I might waste away without something to eat soon. Okay, good. Let's try this.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Hello there, and thank you for this lunch. My stomach is just beginning to grumble. My kinsmen are wondering what it is we'll find here at Khazad-dûm. Lord Baleen alive and well? Great riches of mithril? Countless orcs and goblins? I suppose we'll see, but I'm hoping for the mithril. I'm sure there are some people here who are most definitely hoping for Lord Baleen to be alive. Though, based on my record, and the record of the dwarves in history, it's going to be the orcs. Hello there, care for some lunch?
These halls will be great once more.
Ah, this lunch be just the thing to refresh me after my long labor, and thank you for it. We should not have followed just anyone here to lean into the darkness of Hazardum. Lords Bosi and Broger are young, true, but they are stout of heart, and their fathers earned great renown as part of Thorin's company. This could be our chance to achieve glory of the same kind. All right, then let's go and continue along in our way. Ah, another potentially hungry dwarf.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you for this lunch. I'll eat it in a moment. There's something about this lake I don't like, but I cannot quite figure out what it is. It makes me uneasy. Maybe the fact that it's not flowing properly into its... Yes, what is going on about this place? I'll have to check at some point. Why is there no water flowing down on the other end? Maybe a giant beaver lives here. Ah, another hungry dwarf.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you for this lunch. You are truly courageous to help us thus. Or have you not yet heard about Durin's Bane? At any rate, thank you for my lunch. All right, you're welcome. Durin's Bane. Well, I guess we'll find out what that's all about. Though I suspect that Durin didn't have fun with it, based on the name. And that leaves right up here. What, is Durin's Bane a giant beaver or something? Let's see. Okay. And these last two workers are still at work. Hello, where should I put your lunch?
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Yeah, my thanks for the lunch, but I will have to eat it when my shift is done. We'll be through this rubble in no time. 'Tis odd, though. My pick tells me that this debris hasn't yet settled. I'd wager a wagon full of mithril silver that this collapse happened recently. I'm trying to think. What you want in return for that wager? 2 wagonfuls of... I'm not going to bet against a dwarf when it comes to judging rocks. I'll beat them in the river, but they'll beat me in the rocks.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Ah, prepared lunch! Lord Bosi is doing a fine job keeping us fed and rested. We'll be able to replay both him and Broger with all our strength and be through this rubble in no time. What will we find beyond this gate, I wonder? You have any idea what we'll find on the other side?
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
You've come just at the right time. We've really going through pickaxes up here, and we break any more, it will be hinder our progress in digging out the Holing Gate. Bring these broken pickaxes back to Lord Bosi and tell him that we'll need some replacements, and quickly, if we are to continue making good progress. You will find him near the bank of the Siranan, yes, near the bank of the river that's no longer a river. Okay, now... Oh, he gave me the pickaxes. They're getting through the pickaxes rather quickly.
We have gone through so many pickaxes already.
These pickaxes are broken, which means that unless we can get replacements to war, all work on the excavation of Holing Gate will be suspended. We have to do something about this, and quickly. And based on the way you're saying that, I know just a hobbit who's going to be doing it.
We will need both branches and stones to repair these pickaxes.
We had no way of knowing that the gates would be in this state, and didn't think to bring extra pickaxes with us. Still, the area has many stout trees, and we should provide ample strong branches, perfect for pick handles. We'll sharpen the metal heads ourselves and attach them to the new handles. I sent my son Bori to collect stones upon which we could sharpen our axes, but he's yet to bring any back. Gather branches from the base of trees and help my son collect sufficient sharp stones, and return to me when you have done both. Bori's probably wasting time with his friend Brewing on the stairs east of here. Those two care more about spinning of tales than they do of working. Oh well. Okie dokie. Now we need to find some thick branches. Yeah. Yes, like this one. That's nice and thick. Should become a nice stout handle soon enough. Ah, here we are with Bori. Here we have a dry waterfall and some steps up there. Maybe we could check up these stairs and see why there is no waterfall, because we saw that there is most definitely a lake up there, a rather stagnant lake. That implies that... Oh, of course, it's winter. No, I don't mean that normally dries up in the wintertime, but I was wondering... why wouldn't this thing be overflowing? And of course, in the wintertime, it probably flows lower than usual, and that would explain a number of things. I think that supports my giant beaver hypothesis. I mean, look at that. Look at those trees. Okay, so we've got the largest beaver lodge in the world down here. Well, let's get back to Bori. Hello there, Bori. Your father sent me to ask if you've collected the stones he requested.
Imagine the adventure that awaits us within Khazad-dûm.
Oh, did father send you to oversee the charge he gave me? To tell you the truth, I haven't been going very well. I was supposed to find suitable stones for sharpening the pickaxes for the workers at Holine Gate, but I did find 2 of them. But when I got a little distracted, yes, my friend Brewing and I have been discussing the treasures that we will find within Moria, you see, and I lost track of time. I'll give you these 2 stones I already found, if you like. Find the rest of them for me, and I won't forget it. I had some luck looking for them along the dry bed of the Sarannan, but not every stone there is suitably sharp. Alright, fine. I need to find 6 stones, of which 2 he just gave me. Oh. Well. That's a little chilly in there. Alright, well, it is January, I suppose. There you go. Now, let's get that stone. Let's get that stone. Let's kill this Saruman bird here. Maybe we can see if the birds can help us to drive away the giant beaver. Alright, there's another stone right up there, and that should be a good number for sharpening up the stones. Okay, I think we can bring these to Bori. Here are the stones you requested.
These stones are just what I need, and I thank you for them.
Yes, Brewing and I can't wait to get into Moria proper. That is where the real glory awaits. I don't mean to look down upon the work that everyone's doing here, but the real adventure is waiting in the depths. Dangers unmeasured, there'll be no doubt, but treasure of equal score, and honor and renown. And you have my thanks for your assistance, Pine Sea. Yes, right. Oh, out inside we have adventures galore, but out here we have lunch delivery, and rock finding. I just remembered, I'm a woodworker. They're going to ask me to create these pickaxes, aren't they?
As always, you have been a great help to the dwarves.
It's very important that we have the branches needed to repair the pickaxes. How else can we remove the rubble that blocks the gates of Deering? Well, that is true. Well then, now that we are creating some pickaxes, what do we do next? We have to find that out in the next episode of River and Sea.